Got the message. All right, everybody, welcome. Wednesday Lunch and Learn. Rainy Wednesday Lunch and Learn today at the Real School. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on Zoom as well. Lunch sponsor day is Samantha Harding from Success Lending. Come on down.
I am not doing home warranty. But technology's great. And then my password just changed and it's gonna take a whole act of Congress to change it again. So I just said I'm talk to you all. And as far as I know, you're all with EXP. Are you with EXP? You're not, do you have your license yet?
No.
Well, just come on in the room. We'll help you. But with it, well, Success Lending is co-owned by EXP, it's a joint venture. So there's great books that we may know or may not know. But we have some new programs such as our one-time closing that we're rolling out, and it's really good. The process is real slim and easy. Like we have a whole team dedicated basically to one-time closing. So if you have anyone that wants to buy some land and want to build on it, we have developed a whole committee of people to help make that process a little faster, quicker, so that your clients can get what they need in an efficient manner. So if y'all have those people that got land and they want to finance it, build within 12 months for your people. And we also have a new program that we broker with another company. We got the name of it, but if you have people struggling with scores, they have a program where they can go down to a 500 for VA. Not that y'all have those people, but sometimes things happen. And they have to go ahead and get financing down to a 500. So we do have that option available. And we also have a new partnership with UQual that helps our clients who are struggling with credit. It's a mortgage readiness program. So if you have people who are unsure, they talk to us and their credit's still struggling, you can give us a call. We'll connect them. It's really low cost, and they are focused on getting the mortgage needs. Everyone fixing credit. I don't know if y'all have seen everybody fixing it these days. Not all of those always result in what they're trying to achieve, which is a homeowner. They are doing charge-off payments, all kinds of things. That's not really going to help them. So we have that new partnership. As always, EXP members get 100 basis points off your own loan. So if you're refinancing, going to do a purchase in your own name, you can definitely save up to 100 basis points, which is about 1%. So that's really cool for those who are in that boat. We don't know if y'all have any questions, but that's the main gist of what we got going on at Success. We upped our people. We have a couple new underwriters and processors. So if you dealt with this in the past and it was a little slow, we picked up the pace a little bit and hired some more people. So I'm hoping you guys can give us a second chance. In the event we weren't able to work as quickly as we were before, that is something that you could take into consideration. And asset depletion, my favorite. Have any of y'all done an asset depletion or have clients that are asset heavy? Oh, there are. Oh, not yet. Not yet. I haven't met them yet myself. So for asset depletion, I was just working with a lady. She lives here in Wendell and she wanted to buy a house in Pennsylvania, where she was from. So she didn't want to sell her house or put her house in the market before they give it buy because she's been watching the market. The area she wants to live in, a house on the market every 3 to 4 months. So she tried to get one and then someone beats her out. So she is retired. She has about $500,000 in retirement. So at first we were going to do a traditional FHA loan for her, and she would then have to bridge the gap. And she was like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want to do that." So we did the asset depletion. She was able to use up to 90% of the assets, and we only did put it in 10 years versus, 5 years versus the 10-year plan for when you amateurize the other asset programs that we have. So she was able to get pre-approved. She didn't have to sell her house to be able to get the new house. We'll put it on the market, and she didn't risk losing her house and not getting the bid in Pennsylvania. And she didn't have to lose anything. So if you have asset heavy people, I know them. I haven't met them yet. That's the way they don't have to give up what they have, count more money quickly, and it's only 20% down. It's an easier way. FHA usually amortized for a longer period of tenure, so you have twice as much money available to be able to buy. So if you ever run into those people, I'm sure y'all found them too. Just keep us in mind to be able to come up with solutions to help you get your buyer into more homes if y'all have those. And so I'm gonna get out y'all hair. It looks like y'all are ready. There is some food out here. Try to get you something, a get quick snack or free donut or pizza if that's what you choose. And I'm gonna get out y'all way because it's raining and y'all look ready to.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha. All right, now, this Lisa Best from Armadillo from Warranty. Come on up.
All right.
Lisa, do you need me to sit up here and page down?
Could you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure we can.
I like the compliment. You know what? It's so great to be with you. When I did new homes, I would always say, if someone showed up in the rain, they were serious. So I love that you're serious about your business, and that's why you're here. So I love that. Home warranties are really integral part of a good businessman. Real quickly, I'm Lisa Beth, and my background is real estate. So I got my license back in 1992 and did a lot of general brokerage. I did about 7 years of new construction here in this area. I did about 2 years of deep dive housing data with a company called Zonda. And then the last 12 years, I've done home warranty. And the reason I got involved in home warranty in the first place is because when I was a general brokerage agent, that is what I gifted my buyers. I thought, what a great gift. It gives them a year of liability coverage and it gives me liability coverage too, because I couldn't tell anything that would maybe happen like 6 or 7 months down the road. So that's how I got initially interested in it. So what is a home warranty? It's a service contract that provides either repair or replacement for basically the home systems and appliances. Things that usually your home owner's insurance does not cover. All right, is it the same as homeowners insurance? A lot of people get confused about that because they're like, well, I have to have homeowners insurance, so why would I need home warranty? That's a great question. Homeowners insurance covers devastation, things that are really tremendously devastating to the home, like fire, wind damage, sometimes flooding. But we cover systems in the home that are also very expensive oftentimes, but not covered by your homeowner's insurance. Advantages of using a home warranty with your buyers and sellers. There's advantages for using a home warranty for both your buyers and your sellers. Thanks, Keith.
No problem.
Increased buyer confidence. I'm a stat nerd because I've been with dive housing data for a few years. One of the things that I found, especially right now, we have the highest amount of new construction taking up the percentage of our sales right now, more in this market than it's ever been. And because of that, guess what? When you have a listing, people are not just looking at your home and other existing homes, they're looking at new construction. You can rest assured that if you have a listing, they're comparing you to new construction. So oftentimes they love the charm, they love the big yard, they love the structure of the home that you're selling, but they don't love the fact that there could be unknown issues that come up with aging appliances and systems. So they're like, well, the new construction, everything is new. So they're always comparing. So one way to make your listing show as apples to apples comparison for a buyer is to have a home warranty. If you love all these features, well, guess what? You also have some protection against something that happens next year. So increase buyer confidence for that. Differentiation in a competitive market. I mean, you want to stand out. You want to definitely stand out and be different. You want to offer something different than other people are offering. With Armadillo, if you are offering a home warranty, then you've got sign writers. You probably have seen these before. They're nice. They draw a lot of attention, and they let people know that you're marketing not only the home but also coming with a home warranty. So that's a positive. Mitigation of post-sale disputes. Anybody heard of a post-sale dispute? Those are terrible, right? I mean, and pre-sale disputes and post-sale disputes. So this kind of
about something like that,
Yeah.
where like AC died like the day after closing. Well, what do we do?
right. And the seller, the seller's already emotionally and physically left the building. They're already thinking about their new home and they're probably in it. They definitely don't want to address anything that's gone on with their, previous home. And really, technically by contract, it belongs to the new owner, but that stinks. Third day in. Well, if they have a home warranty,
if the sellers have provided that, they have a peace of mind that they're like, well, look, you have a home warranty help. And then the buyers also have a peace of mind and a better feeling about the whole situation, knowing that they have some protection. So it just gives everybody a better peace of mind and experience for sure. Just facilitating smoother transactions for those reasons. If it fails, during the sale or escrow, we can help solve some of those issues. Enhance seller appeal. Definitely makes the home more appealing to potential buyers for those reasons that we said, because they're comparing to new construction and also because they're going to the home wondering, gosh, these seem older. These clients seem older. I love the price, but what could happen? So just enhance seller appeal. Bringing value is the key for sure. Data. I love that. I don't know if you can play that, Keith.
We're gonna try, because I love this movie. I
Me
don't think
too.
it's gonna let me.
Ah.
Put the watch on YouTube.
Oh.
No, because I
Oh, darn
downloaded it
it.
as a PDF.
You embedded.
You can search it. You should.
That is the funniest. Has anybody seen the Money Pit?
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys are young, but have you seen it?
No,
Have you seen it, Kendra? Have you seen
it's been a long time, but yeah,
it? Have you seen it, Nicole?
yeah, but a long time ago. So.
Oh my God.
I love it.
It's the funniest movie. Tom Hanks. And he moves into a home and they start fixing it up. It's their dream home. It's a lot more than they.
Oh,
Oh, this is funny.
Oh, no. Oh.
That's his wife. Oh, this is him. Oh my gosh, that is so. If only all buyers could get that. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So I love this. According to the New York Times, a new homeowner will pay about 2.6% of their home's purchase price in major repairs. That's a lot. So in Johnson County, the average sale price is around 360. Then that means $9,360 in repairs. That's a lot. A lot of people are not expecting that. Which brings me to the point of, well, I'll talk about that in just a second. So this really caught my eye. There was an article that I saw the other day, well, a little while back. CNBC said 64% of millennials regretted their home buying decision. That so caught my attention. That was shocking. I was like, really? Well, you know what? I was like, why is that? She might have said the same thing. 21% of those people said they underestimated the maintenance cost of a home. Is that one of the reasons they
A
did?
little bit, few issues here and there, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, especially in that age range, a lot of them are coming from rentals. A lot of them are coming from parent homes. They've never had to maintain a home. They've never had to take care of it. So it's shocking to them to realize that they can't just have someone come over and fix it. They have to take.
We're not seeing the immediate value of what that home will potentially bring,
Correct.
where generations before they didn't buy houses that young.
Exactly.
So they worked so hard for it, you know what I mean? So they appreciated it therefore.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah. So that's a big one. Another reason to have it because a lot of people do not understand how much it takes to maintain a home. COVID changed things. I don't know if you know this, but 23% of employees are working remotely now in this year. That's 4 times more than in 2020. Yeah. So think about how we use our homes now. A lot of people are homeschooling. A lot of people are working out of their homes. So appliances and systems are getting to work out more than ever now. So it's something to keep in mind. Multi-offer situation. So they still happen, especially in those lower price ranges. So here's just a big tip. If you have a listing and your seller, if your buyer has agreed, your seller has agreed to offer a home warranty to a buyer, then that seller is covered up to $1,500 during the listing period, which is awesome. That's awesome. And keep in mind for the seller, they don't pay for that warranty till closing. So it's really not like it's out of their pocket. So it really does behoove them to have it. But also, let's say you talk to your buyer about the importance of having a home warranty. If they get in a multi-offer situation, and you definitely want to keep the deal clean, you don't want to have to ask for anything. So what you can do is you can tell the buyer, look, since you're going to buy your own home warranty, let's tell the seller we're going to cover them during the listing period. So then, because the buyer is going to have the warranty, the seller can also have it for free. So you would convey that to the other agent verbally, just to say, hey, along with our offer, we're also going to throw in a warranty for the seller.
And that time doesn't come off of their 12-year, correct?
No,
12 months.
it's totally separate from the buyer's warranty. Yeah. So that's just a little, it can win the deal because you're actually giving them something rather than asking. So that's a good deal. Ultimately, it's a valuable tool. It can build trust with your clients. It could definitely minimize risk for both you and your clients, create a more positive experience during the process. Definitely protect your client's wallet and definitely earn more referrals. And one of the big things is when you're talking about home warranty, it's important to have someone in the market that you trust that can work with you. You don't want your clients to have to call an 800 number. You don't want yourself to have to call an 800 number to get answers. It's really important to have a go-to person like myself. Because let's say your client has a home warranty, they move in afterwards, they're calling you, they're saying, hey, Wendy, how do I sign on to this portal? So is this a covered item? You don't want this call. You want to move on to referral. And so you want somebody there that you can say, look, call Lisa. She'll walk you through that whole process. She's glad to take your call. Text Lisa. She'll answer you right away. So having a go-to person is really key for that. I think that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna, it's not a very exciting topic.
You
Like,
make
have
it
to
so
make it
exciting, Lisa.
Fun than your normal, like,
I will say that I know home warranties aren't the sexiest thing, but you
Exactly.
definitely bring enthusiasm and make it fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Thank you so much.
it'll be fine. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the coverages real quick?
Yeah.
I mean, just let me throw a couple things that I've heard or
Yeah.
common misconceptions.
Yeah.
Armadillo, do you get to choose your own contractors or does Armadillo have their own contractors that they can?
Great question. You get to choose your own contractors. It's a little different than traditional home warranty. Traditional home warranty has you use a set group of contractors, which that model has worked for many, many years. The only pain point of that model is that if you have a set group of contractors that is working with a warranty company, that means they have pre-negotiated warranty rates, which are less than their retail rates,
Mhm.
which is not a problem either. What the home warranty does in return is promise them volume. You're going to get paid less, but we'll give you more volume. But still, inevitably, that contractor has to do their retail job. It's just economics. So when a client calls and needs a contractor, oftentimes that appointment is pushed back because they have to do their retail job first. That's the only real pain point of that. So with getting your own, I used to have to say it's not an emergency service because I couldn't guarantee someone could get there quickly. And if you lived in the outskirts, even like Four Oaks, I couldn't even guarantee that you could get somebody. People wouldn't travel that far. But now with Armadillo, getting your own, you can use it in an emergency. You can live anywhere. I was on Overcook Island like 3 weeks ago to let them know you guys can have a warranty. You can actually have a warranty here on the island.
Yeah, I actually had a seller that had a warranty in place already. They were providing a home warranty, so they already had it. Home inspection revealed that there was a deficiency with the HVAC. They had a company come from 2 hours away that was their preferred contractor that told us there was nothing wrong with the HVAC. So I had another company come out and do another inspection, tell us that the same issue existed, and that company still said, nope, nothing wrong with it. And the seller ended up having to foot the bill for it. That's why it's very important to be able to use your own contractors.
100%.
Will you explain how it works with, say, the age of systems and what they do for replacement costs? So the example I always get is an HVAC system.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of the companies have caps on, what they'll provide, or how does that work? Is it because of age related, or are there just certain caps regardless of age? How does that work with
That's a
Armadillo?
good question. Good question. So it depends on your coverage level. We start at the $500 level for home warranty, and April Stevens team gets an 8% discount. So it's about $460 for you all. Systems coverage, because it's only $460, you get about $3,000 in HVAC coverage for heating, $3,000 for your AC. So $6,000 in coverage, which is great. I mean, if you walk down the street and said, oh, hey, I'll give you,
6,000.
6,000 if you give me 460. Yeah. So that's great. And it goes all the way up to a comprehensive coverage, which is $5,000 in heating and $5,000 in AC. So $1,000.
So very important when you're explaining to your buyers about home warranties that you do not say it's going to cover everything or it'll replace your HVAC if it breaks.
Yeah.
The script I use is it can offset the costs of some home repairs because, like I said, they think they're going to get full coverage. It goes out 6 months and it's a 10-year-old system. They're going to be upset.
Yeah, exactly.
The seller wants to offer coverage, but they want the AC covered in that.
Mhm.
Is there extra charge to them during that period, or is it still the
No,
500, but for 460
it's for the buyer or for them.
for the seller?
Oh, for the seller. What they can do two different things. They can do this just the seller's coverage since they're offering the buyer a warranty, and they can get that 1,500, which includes HVAC.
Okay.
Or they can begin the warranty for themselves and then just transfer the remainder of it to the buyer. If they like to do that. Mhm.
I don't know if you answered it. There's an age limit on the HVAC.
There's not an age limit. The only thing we have is if the system is 15 years or older, there's a 15%,
Production maybe.
yeah.
So instead of 1,500, it would be 1,500 minus 15%.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
But then there's no age limit on the home either. We cover homes that are
When
built.
I bought my first home, I got a home warranty provided by the seller. Now, granted, the HVAC was 30 years old, but they offered me $300 towards replacement. When I had my contractor come out and look at it and told me it needed to be replaced, that was their deduction for age, so to speak, or the way they do it. So, like I said, always two things I take away from the home warranties is never act like you're an expert.
100%.
And I always just give them multiple companies to research and investigate because every company's different, as Lisa will tell you. So you don't want to tell them it's not a one size fits all in that industry. So
Exactly. In fact, a lot of realtors will introduce me by email. they'll say, hey, Lisa, this is, Dan and Sharon, they're buying at 111 Main Street. And they're really interested in a home warranty. Could you, speak to them about that, set up a time to talk with them? I'm always glad to do that, so you don't have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime.
So,
Yeah.
and if someone owns a home already and they, well, obviously, without selling it, like, can they add a warranty? Like, they say, hey, you know what? I think, my house is 7 years old. They say 8 years, something happens. I can add it on. How long would it take for them to be able to put in a claim?
Smart. That's a smart idea. Yes, we have existing home coverage and it begins 30 days. There you purchase it. And it goes, it's for a year. And you can also pay monthly for that. And then for our real estate clients, they pay in advance for the year, but when they renew, they pay monthly as well.
Okay.
That's nice. Good questions.
I have one more.
Yeah.
And this is the sneaky question.
Okay.
So hypothetically, I have a buyer that gets a home inspection done and there's some deficiencies in some of the systems.
Mhm.
And we say, well, let's get a home warranty to cover these.
Mhm.
How does a pre-existing condition, so to speak, how does home warranty or how does Armadillo? Yes.
Yeah, we don't ask for inspections ahead of time for ourselves, but we will ask for the home inspection report if they've had one for the first 30 to 45 days or so,
Okay.
just to make sure there's not anything on there that
And you will ask for an inspection of it. Is that pretty, I assume that's a pretty common, and I mean, like I said, because I know how some agents operate. What if
Yeah.
they say, oh, we didn't get a home inspection?
Yeah.
Lisa, is that okay? Or,
we'll have to take their word on it for the most part.
okay.
Yeah.
So if we have a listing and the buyer asks for a home warranty, can we offer that discount? Then,
Oh, yeah.
because it's in our system? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's another selling point, or, because our
100%.
seller, they might say, I know it's $40, but $40 is $40.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I, if they introduce me on an email,
Sure.
when I reach back out to them, I always say, because you work with Wendy, April Stevens,
Mhm.
we send you an 80% discount. So,
Because I have a listing right now, they ask for a home warranty, so I'll do an email.
yeah, I always make sure that it goes back to you as a superstar that gives them the discount. Right. Well, good.
Awesome.
Those are great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate the info.
I'll get some more news and
But for people that that already have a house, are you gonna ask for like an inspection, or they just have to wait 35, 45 days to put a claim in?
For
For someone who owns the home already?
it's just the waiting period.
Good.
They're not going to require an inspection.
Yeah.
So your refrigerator is just going to have to be broke for 30 days. You have to live with it.
31 days, Mom. 31 days, that's all. You can keep it. She's a cooler.
Thank you all for having me.
You've got riders here, right?
I do.
There's some.
The more.
I see 'em.